The House with Locked Windows, Part 1. It was the dead of winter when I first noticed something was wrong. The house, which had always felt like home, now felt like a tomb. The air was thick with a cold that seeped into my bones, and the silence was suffocating. I had recently moved into this old Victorian house, seeking solitude and a fresh start. The previous owners had left in a hurry, leaving behind dust-covered furniture and a lingering sense of abandonment. I thought I could handle the isolation, but the house had other plans. The house stood at the end of a long, winding road, surrounded by towering trees that blocked out the sun. Inside, the walls creaked and groaned as if the house itself was alive, watching, waiting. It started with small things. Doors that I was sure I had closed were open the next time I passed by. Items would be moved from their usual spots, only to return to their original places without explanation. But the strangest thing was the windows. One evening, as I was settling in with a cup of tea, I noticed that the living room window was ajar. I distinctly remembered closing it earlier that day. Shrugging it off as a lapse in memory, I closed it again. The next morning, it was open once more. Determined to get to the bottom of this, I began checking the windows every night before bed. Each time, they were closed, but every morning, they were open again. It was as if someone or something was watching me, waiting for me to let my guard down. One night, I decided to stay awake and keep watch. As the clock struck midnight, I heard the faintest creak from upstairs. My heart raced as I crept up the stairs, the floorboards groaning under my weight. At the top of the stairs, I froze. There, standing at the end of the hallway, was a figure, tall and thin, with hollow eyes that seemed to pierce through me. It raised a hand, pointing directly at me. I stumbled backward, my breath catching in my throat. The figure took a step forward, and the lights flickered. When they came back on, it was gone. I rushed to the windows, and to my surprise, every single one was wide open. If the locked windows unsettled you, just wait, follow now, and watch part 2. The whispers beneath the floorboards are closer than you think. Really appreciate you hanging out with us. Your support means the world.